Good morning, welcome to a rainy day here in one of my favorite new places in the world, Songkhla Old Town. Yes, I had no idea Thailand had gorgeous little colonial style towns just like this. So sit down, enjoy this one because this place is really next level. We feel right now that like we're in Portugal or we're in Spain or somewhere like that. And in today's video, we're going to explore in the morning. We're going to go on foot and explore the streets, the street art, the food, the coffee. And then we'll take a break during the hottest part of the day because it's getting so hot. And then in the afternoon, I'll take you to the beach. I'll take you to a viewpoint, some cool temples. There's a fly eating my mosquito bite. Welcome to Asia. My name is Paddy Doyle and this is my little Honda dream, and welcome to Next Level Adventures. Right now we are attempting to visit every single province in Thailand. We've had some incredible adventures already, but the best part is we're only just getting started. So subscribe and join us as we discover this incredible country together. Okay, so I'm staying at this beautiful hostel here. It's called Lynn's Hostel. What I thought we could do is just go for an explore. I'm actually kind of enjoying the rain. Living in Chiang Mai, we didn't have any rain for like 6 months and just smoky season. So this is actually quite nice. I'm digging this. There's all these like hole-in-the-wall shops, hole-in-the-wall noodle joints like this one, which I had actually I had lunch there the other day and it was delicious. And every little street that you walk down has really cool artwork. And it's just a cool place to be. And there's Chinese temples and Buddhist temples and mosques. Last night when I arrived, I was having a beer, and if you saw on Instagram, I was sharing how I could hear the mosque calling, and I was drinking craft beer at the rooftop overlooking this port town. Cheers. This is why I love Songkhla Old Town. Can you see in here, there's this like dark, scary tree kind of taking over this random old building, and it's, you know, it's got that like old ghost town feel to it. But and then across the street from that is an incredibly cool and chic modern coffee shop, and it looks absolutely incredible inside, and they've got amazing pastries. And then right next door in this wooden metal shack looking thing is one of the most amazing looking pork stew street food style restaurants. And just every single street, every single alley, every single nook and cranny of this town is just full of cuteness, epicness. That's quite a skill you got there, my friend. And again, look at this place. Woo! This seems to be the most popular place because everybody's jumped out of these vans and they're all queuing up to take selfies. Hello, hello, hello. Sawadee ka. Sawadee ka. Hello. This town is obviously very popular with tourism because it's so cute and it's so different and unique. I mean, what am I going into here? And this is, oh look, and there's big fishing boats. Okay, this is really cool. I've never seen this done in person. But this guy here is going to chuck in this massive block of ice. It's going to get shredded and put down that tunnel thing into a big wooden box on the boat. So when they're catching the fish, they're immediately put on ice to keep fresh. And I've never seen this before. Oh, that's so cool! They're just throwing in massive brick of ice after massive brick of ice. Right next to this awesome piece of street art is a section of the old city wall. Just like in Chiang Mai, where there is a wall that goes around the old city, there is a wall that goes around this entire old town. So this must have been of huge importance to the Thai trading system hundreds of years ago. And you know, they needed to secure it, they needed to protect it, and there are better looking areas of the wall, but after I've seen this area, I do want to go back and get coffee and get breakfast. But and it's already starting to get really hot. I've gone for one of these like orange juice and coffee things. Are these popular in your country? Because they were not a thing about 6 months ago, and now they're everywhere. They even do them in McDonald's in Thailand, and you get freshly squeezed orange juice with black coffee on top. And every single time you get that hit of orange juice, this is hand squeezed and it's incredibly delicious. And then you get the bitterness of the black coffee, and the way that the coffee menu in here looks ridiculous, by the way, and you can see that they're like artists in here. They're measuring how many coffee grounds per gram they're using, very precise stuff, and it really does come through. This is by far the best one I've ever had, and it's 80 baht, so about $2.5 US. And you can just sit here really cute and just, like, you know, look at these cool buildings. Like, what is that building over there? It's kind of like a shrine, it's kind of like a house, it's kind of like a temple. The way that this lady constructs this bowl of noodle soup, it's extremely delicate, and it took her a while, and she was carefully picking things up with pliers and pincers and thingies, and just putting this bowl of soup together in the most perfectionate way. Let me show you the bowl, and then we're gonna add our own spice to it, but it's an incredible handmade, well-made bowl of hot beef noodle soup. What I really like about it is she's not shy with the black pepper. The beef strips on top are covered in black pepper, and chopped onions, there's bean sprouts in there, and then there's strips of beef and pork. Oh, okay, so there's strips of pork in here, and then strips of beef. It tastes like stew. It tastes like grandma's stew, beef stew, like tender, melt in your mouth stuff. I really don't know how she cooks it like this. This is next level. The noodles are these thin noodles, and I actually prefer these kind of noodles because they are more firm, they have more texture to them, more stodginess. But now it's time to add in our own little spice. About 1 full spoon of dry chili flakes, and then we're gonna go on top of that with this chili sauce. Make sure you mix this one up. It's got chili flakes in there, but it's quite vinegary, and I love it. So 2 spoons of that. There is sugar and there is some sort of dark red sauce, which I'm scared of. But I'm just going to go on top with some chopped, smashed up pine nuts. And then a little bit of, excuse me, is this fish oil? Yes. Fish oil, yeah, this is fish oil. Sometimes I get confused between fish oil and soy sauce. And so what you end up doing is you end up ruining the presentation, but look, I'll show you what it looks like now. Yeah, so you end up absolutely destroying the presentation, but don't feel bad, because once you get all of those different types of chili, different types of heat, the sourness, the vinaigrette, and some of the fish oil, once you get that mixed in there, and you know, spend a good minute here just mixing it all together. Make sure all of the noodles are covered in the chili flakes and covered in the vinegar and covered in the sweetness and the sugarness and the spiciness. And they also serve it with some Chinese tea. It's 50 baht, so just under $2 for the bowl. And then you've got some more of the beef. Oh yeah. When I had this yesterday, I was sneezing and I was coughing and I was having a good time. Honestly, this is one of the best bowls of noodle soup I've had in the entire country. What a lovely nap. Yeah, you just can't do anything between the hours of like 12 and 4. It's just gone 4 o'clock. It's time to go explore. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take you to the beach via a viewpoint, via a interesting Thai mystic being statue thing. And I need to go to the ATM first. Okay, got some cash. Every time I go to the cash point, by the way, on this trip, I get 10,000 baht, and I try to make it last 10 days. But the last 10,000 only lasted 7. But we did go to Koh Lipe, a bit touristy place, and we kind of spoiled ourselves a little bit in Hat Yai. So we went a bit above my budget, but that's okay. We'll go to cheaper places soon. And I've come to one of the locations that you guys have dropped in the comments on the Google Maps, Google form. Tang Kuan Hill, supposed to have a nice viewpoint of Songkhla, and there's monkeys everywhere. I can see hundreds of them, which is not a good thing. So I'm gonna bring all of my belongings with me instead of just leaving it in the basket, because they'll grab anything, and you know, even though it's just a GoPro and some batteries, they'll probably grab it and that'll be gone forever. This whole viewpoint is a complete shambles. Look, this thing is like torn apart. This has all been ripped out. Like, why are they charging money? It's not even like it's a hazard to be up here. It's not really worth 30 baht, guys. I would have just, I mean, any little viewpoint is, I mean, it's pretty standard, this place, to be honest. Okay. It's good up here. It's good up here. Once you get past the rubbish building, this is the view. So Songkhla is kind of like in a, you know, shape of a, god damn it. The word you're looking for, Paddy, is peninsula, you idiot. Anyway, after I enjoyed the views of the peninsula, I went down to Samila Beach again. And now we'd come here in the previous video, but we came during the middle of the day. Now it was sunset. After 5 o'clock, this beach transforms. Everybody comes out because the sun's behind us. Everything's in the shade. You can really enjoy the beach without being in the blistering sun and heat. And you can get up close and personal with the gorgeous bronze statue of the mermaid. She's beautiful, actually. And you know what? I can actually, I can understand why the legends of mermaids are such a thing, especially here. Oh look, horses. Because if you remember, a couple of like vlogs ago, I was in just up the coast here, and we saw dugongs, and you know, they've got a similar kind of tail to a mermaid. So I reckon, like, you know, all the Thai fishermen and Thai pirates back in the day, they were just drinking a lot of rum and seeing dugongs, and they probably just thought they were mermaids. White goddesses living in the sea, and they're just coming up now and again to breathe. And then, you know, one too many bottles of rum later, and folk tales, Chinese whispers. Am I going to get kicked? And if Chinese whispers, and then yeah, oh my gosh, I saw a mermaid. Yeah, it was a beautiful woman, and she was beautiful brushing her hair on a rock. But actually, it was just a dugong. My belly was rumbling at this point, but you guys had recommended a really cool Muslim-style roti restaurant, and it came highly recommended. So I drove there, went to the Google Maps link you guys sent me, sat down, ordered some food, realized there was no roti, looked very confused, checked the map again, and I realized that I'd gone to the wrong place. But, you know, I'd committed at this point. This is not the right place. I can't walk out now, can I? Look, the place that he's recommending looks like this. This is not the right place. So yeah, the food wasn't that good, and it almost put me in a bad mood, but I knew there was one way that I could transform this late afternoon and bring it back into the realms of victory, and that was to grab some cold beers and a packet of crisps and go enjoy the sunset on the beach. But yeah, there was another fail about to happen. Why are they not cold? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Okay, they're all... Damn it. It says Lab Sab Nua, and it looks like a really spicy flavour. So yeah, I just thought a packet of crisps and a warm can of Chang, and we'll watch this storm together. Alright, this sometimes happens in Thailand. You know, your dinner arrives and it's not what you thought it was gonna be. You ordered the wrong thing, you went to the wrong restaurant. You eat half of it because it was, you know, you're starving, but deep down you don't really like it that much. And then you have to stop at 7-Eleven and get a cheese and ham toastie or a packet of crisps and a can of Chang. I rarely have bad food fails like that. Normally I like to eat everything, but the problem was with that soup was it had seaweed in it, which gave the whole thing a fishiness, and then I was like, I don't want to have fish in my mouth and then eat like chicken noodle soup, you know? Wasn't a good combination, wasn't a good flavor, it wasn't a good flavor pairing. That was a day here in Songkhla Old Town, here in the province of Songkhla, in an interesting part of Thailand, in a unique part of Thailand, in a gorgeous, beautiful place. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm staying here another day tomorrow. I've got to do some channel stuff. I've got to do some behind the scenes like work on the channel, and you know, remember this is my job now, so I need to kind of bust my balls and make sure things are ticking over nicely. And then we're going to head south again. The next province will be Paddy, and then Yala, and there's one more I can't remember the name. And Songkhla, sorry, Songkran is coming up soon. So there won't be a big festival because of you know, what's going on in the world, but there'll be something happening, I'm sure, and it'll be great, and I'm really excited for the next few weeks. We're going to the most interesting part of Thailand in terms of politics and social conflicts and things like that, but we're not going down there to look for trouble. We're going down there to have a good time. We're going down there to document what it's like, so I hope you join me in the next few provinces, and thanks for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one. Wish it was cold.